Welcome. What's going on, guys? Today we are here with the Mining King and the developers of Neoxa, the new mineable through proof of game coin that just came out. We have Harvey and AndyNu. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good. Oh, good.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So obviously we love your project. I just want to have you guys introduce yourselves to the crowd of people we have here, and whoever wants to start. I mean, we could start with Harvey if you want to give us a little bit of your background, or the project's background, and we'll go from there.
Sure. I'm Harvey. I'm pretty much the guy who is doing the Rust backside, the plugin, the payment system, all of that sort of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. Andy.
Yeah, man. I'm Andy. I do basically all the web development, all the sometimes I do some part work on the blockchain, and I mean we basically work right hand sides to each other. So I mean everything goes through us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
First off, King, how are you doing today, man? You hanging in there?
Last. It's okay. I'm doing good.
I left you to best for last, How did you guys come up with the whole proof of gaming thing? Did you guys think of this one day and just this is a great idea, or did you guys hear about it somewhere and then, hey, I'm smart enough to do this? How did it start?
Well, I mean, it started with Harvey. He said to me, mate, what about this idea? And we know each other for about 4 years now, I believe. And yeah. I said, mate, I don't know about it. I said to him that it's a great concept. I just don't know if it will work. And he insisted for about 2 years, let's just do it. And yeah, we eventually got around doing it. And that's pretty much it.
That's awesome.
I'll add to that. I'll add to it. Basically, we constantly seen tokens creating not very good games. They're basically just made on Unity, just recycled stuff. So we thought, why create a game from scratch when we can implement it on existing games, pretty much?
That's neat.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, Rust is a big game. It's been around for a while. I'm not sure when it actually came out, but it's been around for quite some time. Now, did you guys play Rust prior to this? Is that why you chose that game, or was it just, hey, this is kind of a cool game because there's different aspects to it? How did you come up with that game?
I played Rust from just after there was a Rust experimental version previously before this release, and then the version we've got now. I chose the Rust because it's got an engine in the background, the UMod, where you can develop on that. And basically it was just C# and a decent system to build on, pretty much.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. All right, cool.
I don't know if you guys can answer this or not, but what is your guys' both your technical backgrounds, in the tech space, so that you guys were able to kind of create this? Because I know not just anybody can do these kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, I run a small company doing web development and software. And for instance, we've experimented with blockchains for about 1.5 years, 2 years. And we obviously understand the code very well because that's what we actually do for business, to be fair.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Are you guys in the crypto mining space? And if so, how long have you guys been into crypto mining?
We're both into crypto mining. I mean, I've got about 200 cards, I think.
Oh, whoa. Damn.
Close.
Yeah, you're only a little into it.
Yeah, a little. It's like 4 times what I got.
I've probably got about 20 behind me, but NVIDIA Broadcast is cutting out the fan noise. So, yeah, I'm not as big as Andy.
Damn.
Wow, very impressive, Andy. 200 cards.
So, did you guys... all right, you obviously developed Neoxa, right? Now, did you guys start mining it before anybody? How did that come about? Did you guys figure out how to mine it and all that, obviously from developing it? But I don't know, just give us the little rundown there. Did you your own little circle kind of mine it together before you released it, or how did that go?
To be honest, I can open my wallet now. I probably mined it 2 weeks after we started. To be fair, my mining rigs were down. Yeah, my mining rigs were down, and I was like, I'll tell you what, I'm going to start mining now, and it's just been mining pretty much non-stop. I don't know about Andy.
Yeah, I mean, what we did is when we launched this, so to able to give everyone a fair chance, we announced it on Bitcoin Talk first before we actually started the mainnet. I mean, so people could join the Discord and all that literally before the mainnet was launched. So people already knew about it. I mean, we didn't pre-mine it or anything, but we did have a testnet before the mainnet went live. We ran a testnet for about maybe 4 weeks, I think. And we mined on the testnet, just seeing basically how the system functions, if everything is all right. And I mean, worked out pretty well.
Nice. That was kind of leading into another one of my questions, if there was an ICO or a pre-mine, but you've already kind of just answered that question.
Yeah,
I don't believe in ICOs and pre-mines, but
well, it's good. I mean, that's good for the community as a whole, anyways,
100%.
right? Starting the project off right and not like taking most of it and then.
So why the name Neoxa? At anything you can name it, is there a meaning behind it? Does it?
No.
Is there a story, or is it just some letters that you guys put together? Or
I'll be honest. I was just sitting here one night. I was like, we need to think of a name. I was thinking of like just putting words together, and that is literally it. Just Neoxa. It was in my head. I just put two little words together and Neoxa. Yeah, that was.
That's great. Well, I mean, realistically, that's how I came up with my name. I'm like, what the hell am I going to call myself? When I started YouTube, I had no idea. It's like chump change, right? I don't know. It just, and then like it was very weird for the first like couple months, I would say.
How long did it take you guys to actually develop Neoxa? Like actually start development, not the idea, but like actually from when you guys started actually working on it.
I would say about 7 weeks.
The thing is,
7 weeks. That's not bad.
But you got to remember, it's like the Ravencoin code exists, Bitcoin code exists, like the blockchain, it's there. It's basically a fork of Ravencoin.
Right.
But the harder bit is exactly, yeah. The harder part is obviously the payment system, the logging, the auditing of proof of game and everything like that. So before we got into this call, I sent off the first payment system, like the payment to the latest system, and that system is basically what I've been working on to make it automated, because I've not been sleeping much, I'll be honest. The past few weeks I've been up most of the night, just making sure the payments are right, making sure everything's right. So yeah, the main part is the proof of game stuff that we're working on, just to make sure it's all automated and it's all smooth and logged and everything like that, if that makes sense.
Right. So you guys just went through a huge update, correct? Over on your server, you guys changed things up from how you get paid out. Do you want to explain that a little bit to all the people in the chat?
Yeah, sure. So we went from the hitting trees, hitting the rocks. Yeah, that's what we've been calling it, the tree simulator. So I've had a few friends come onto the server and literally say
it gets a little boring.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, my friends come onto the server and he said, "Is there actually any players on this server?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, everyone's just hitting trees." And I was like, "Well, okay, we're gonna have to change that." So basically, at the moment, we're tracking if you repair a structure, which is your base. If you pick up wood, you pick up ore, which is the stuff on the floor. Plant gathering, explosives thrown, rockets fired, players killed, barrels, tree hits, ore hits, NPC kills, animal kills.
Jeez.
Yeah, so there's a few other things we're going to add, but basically you'll get points every time you do these specific actions, is what we call it. And then there's a gather rate based on that.
That's
so there's
crazy.
a little bit more than there's a little bit more than just hitting a tree. So it's a lot better. Hopefully tonight I'll just release the rates that we've got, and after this call I'm gonna just dump the database, put it on the Discord channel so people can see what works, what doesn't work. But from looking at the payments today, I've been tracking a few players and what they've been doing and what other people have been doing, and it seems pretty fair at the moment. So people will just play the game how it's supposed to be played.
That's awesome.
Instead of just hitting trees.
Right. I mean, so it's kind of like a love-hate with what you guys just did, because now when people kill me, I'm kind of going to be more mad that they get paid for it. So instead of just being mad that I died. But DJ Mines is all excited about the kills. So yeah, that's awesome, man. So that must have been a lot to undertake for you guys to change up the coding per se, right? Per item.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. No wonder you get no sleep, man, because you, instead of 2 now there's like what, 20 things. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's what we wanted to do, but at the same time we wanted to release Neoxa, but we wanted something to be there from the start, because there's a lot of projects that we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then it becomes like 2 or 3 months down the line and it never happens. So we needed something there to get the concept out, to show how it works, and then just build on that. For example, like at the moment we've got the latest payments working, and then the next step is going to be the website and the Minecraft at the same time, and basically just having my plan is to have a heat map on the website, so you can see what players are doing, how they're earning their Neoxa, and everything. Every action you do on the server at the moment is logged, so you'll be able to see how everyone's doing things and how they're getting paid.
Yeah, this
if
guy,
that makes sense.
He reminds me of Yeti straight up, like just like a vision and never sleeping. That's it. Oh my god, that's crazy, man. Good stuff. So Kazuma, actually, he's heavily addicted to this game now, playing Rust. He wants to know why did you guys choose Rust instead of going to like Minecraft? That's I mean, I was kind of wondering that myself.
Actually, we contemplated that, to be honest. We actually, if I'm being honest, afterwards, after implementing our Rust, we thought maybe Minecraft should have been the first option, you know. But obviously it's too late now. We've already implemented on Rust, but we are working on the Minecraft side of things. And it's going quite well. We're obviously going to start it off where people will do basic things like we did with Rust, and then we'll change the metric system again like we just did now.
Right, instance, so like just mining blocks and like certain ores will be worth more than others. I got you.
Yeah. I mean, right now we're probably thinking of implementing it, creating custom Neoxa blocks, so people can mine Neoxa blocks on the Minecraft server.
That'd be cool as hell. That'd be wicked cool, dude. Big Wooly would be pumped about that. That's crazy. He's already saying in the chat, he's like, when Minecraft. That's crazy. Now, do you guys have like a projected time that you would think that would take, or like, obviously, all right, I know you guys want to sleep, take a vacation first, but do you have any idea or projected like time frame for any new games coming out, or you totally say no?
We think we can maybe crack it out in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh Jesus, that's way faster than I thought it was happening.
It's basically the starting point. People mine Neoxa blocks, and then obviously we'll make it a bit more advanced where people can do a different metric system.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's awesome.
I agree.
This question is a little away from the gaming side, and it's about your guys' white paper and your kind of your roadmap. It's a little I'll say
I know what you're going to say.
It's a little limited. I'll say that. It's a good word. Limited. Do you guys plan on redoing your white paper and expanding on that and having more detailed and focused ideas on there?
So the white paper, to be honest, we started Neoxa and we're not really writers or bloggers or anything. We looked at other projects and we said, they've got white papers. We should probably have one too. And we started the white paper. And yeah, like I said, we're not good writers, but within the last few days, I've been working on a revised white paper. So we're going to have one by next week. That's going to be much more in detail.
Okay. Very exciting. There was that was a question that a lot of people were bringing up, was about your white paper. So I'm glad you guys have been looking into that and gonna bring that out, man. You guys are on top of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed actually. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting it to go this well. That's stupid impressive. Actually, he just wanted to know what version of Minecraft were you guys looking to run it on? Because I know there's like Java, right? And then there's other ones. I don't know.
Yeah, we want to do the Java version.
Yeah, Java.
Okay.
Yeah,
Java version, Big Wooly.
because
So there you
so
go.
I'm not 100%, but the latest Minecraft, which is I think it's on Xbox and all those sort of things, they don't allow modifications. I don't think, not 100%. Right. So it's gonna it's gonna have to be the Java side.
And also it's free, which is gonna be different for people that doesn't have to buy a game, because Rust they have to buy.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of why I was wondering why you guys chose Rust over Minecraft, because I was pretty sure that it was free, but I wasn't positive, but I knew it was like cheaper if it wasn't free. Yeah. How do you guys deal with like hackers and people that like do like exploits or whatever on the server itself? Do you guys like have somebody watching full time besides Harvey? I'm sure your eyes are falling out of your face at this point.
So on the Rust, the good thing about Rust is the way I see it is Rust does manage itself. We do monitor it, and we will get people to watch the server. But in terms of like the earning Neoxa and stuff like that, there's not hacks out there that would really benefit you in terms of earning. Yes, you might get extra kills, player kills, but we would see it and it'd flag up saying this person's got 50 or 60 kills. That's out the ordinary. And then we'd monitor it from there.
And you should be killing me 24/7. You should see KiiNG in PUBG just lay me out every 10 seconds. It's awful.
And a lot of people have been saying with the Rust as well, like, people have been saying that you can create bots. I've not seen a bot in Rust for many years.
Really?
To just gather stuff. I've not seen one. I could be wrong. Someone might be able to forward me onto that, but I've not seen a bot that will gather resources for you.
Interesting.
And in terms of the Minecraft one, again, would have people monitoring, and also the simplest fix for it is a capture system. It sounds really bad at the minute, but like every 15 minutes, enter a capture code. If you don't enter it right, you get kicked.
I mean, it would make sense to a point if it was like really bad. So like when I was on Rust, we saw somebody get banned for flying. I think it said. Is that what it said, KiiNG? Were you there?
Yeah.
So
the anti-cheat system, even if you climb too high on a building, it will just kick you sometimes because it will think you flying. Damn. So the anti-cheat system is quite strong. I mean.
Oh, so that's implemented into every server, not just like individual ones.
Been like. It's been like that for years on Rust. So basically, when you are flying or you're jumping out of like a mini-copter or helicopter, whatever you want to call it, sometimes it calculates like this shouldn't be happening, like this movement's not right, and it will just kick you as like a safety precaution. It won't report you to like the Rust developers and as hacking. It's just this shouldn't be happening, we're going to kick you anyway. It's quite rare to get it. But again, it's logged on the server side and we can look at it. But 9 times out of 10, it is just a case of it's an aggressive anti-cheat.
Well, so far, as far as like utility on your token, right now we can just mine it and like sell it. What's your guys' future plans for the utility of the token?
So basically, first of all, we're going to get the games to go out. After that, we plan on implementing a marketplace where we can attract maybe smaller developers of games and they can actually sell their games on the marketplace for Neoxa, as well as basically cosmetics. We don't really want to sell, like, put items out there where people can buy it with Neoxa, but we want to maybe put the cosmetics, because we don't want to make a big play to win server, because people don't like that. No one will like that.
I've just seen a comment, by PS2 Vin about rolling to mobile games. I think I answered this the other night. We probably would be looking at creating like an SDK for mobile games. So if there are mobile game developers out there, they can implement Neoxa into their mobile games as well.
That's awesome. Pretty cool as hell, actually. There was one saying, did you guys plan on doing any shooting games? I mean, you guys get your hands full, so I totally understand. It's probably I mean, just the 3 games you had: Roblox, Minecraft, and Rust, obviously. So that's the main goal. Once you guys get through those, then we'll deal with other ones, I assume. So
Yeah.
Our moderator, Solar, he mentioned Warzone, and I'm a little bit skeptical about it. But this is, so this is the sort of thing we could get implemented quite quick, and it'd probably be a later stage, but I'm not too sure on it right now, mainly because it can be cheated, and that is the major issue, as in, we could get people to sign up with their wallet address and their Warzone, and everything on Warzone is tracked, as in like the API and stuff like that. So if someone gets a win and they're linked to Neoxa, they can get rewarded for that win. But again, it's one of those issues where they could be running hacks and getting hundreds of wins. And it's just it's a tricky situation.
Yeah, there's a lot more cheats in games like that when you get games like Warzone and stuff like that, and then you might reward somebody that doesn't deserve it and stuff like that. And,
exactly.
Yeah, it's oversaturated. Just too many people playing it. That's the problem. Everybody's got to be the best, so they start cheating. What was I just gonna ask? Oh, so Hawk Crypto Mining Co. actually asked in the chat, what's your guys' 5-year plan for Neoxa? Like, where do you guys see this heading to?
Okay, so I mean, first of all, every year we're gonna increase the proof of game rewards. So it's gonna take a little bit away from the mining. So within 5 years, I mean, the proof of game rewards will increase quite a bit. And
it's actually listed out on their website too, by the way, just so you guys know. I have it in the poll. There's a link. Go to their website and you can see it all on the like roadmap or something. I forget what tab it is, but it's on there.
Yeah.
It's in the vision tab.
Yeah, and what makes it quite nice for us, I mean, we've got an idea where we want to market this. Obviously, more eyes on it will be great for us. And obviously, we run businesses, so we got a little bit of extra money we can spend on this, which we have done so far. So yeah, 5-year plan, I just think we'll do pretty well. And as well as getting influencers involved, we want to do tournaments where we can attract maybe bigger streamers that actually focus on gaming, and we can do tournaments and they can get involved. Just get eyes on the project. That's pretty much what we want.
Absolutely. No, it's friggin' awesome.
The main side of it.
You what?
The main side of it is we want it to be fun. That's the thing. We want people to have Neoxa and have fun at the same time. And again, the Roblox side is the one that I'm excited about, is mainly because you can do a lot with that. And also, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but my children like to play Roblox. I've seen a few people in the Discord also say that.
I brought that up actually in the video I did. I was like, my niece plays it.
My kid likes it. I'm gonna make him mine it for me.
Well, slave labor. You're just gonna put all your wallet and all your kids' phones, like.
Yeah.
And that's the thing as well. It's Roblox is cross-platform, and that's the in our roadmap. That's the last game, but it's cross-platform. So I've never seen it before where you can have a game on any platform and still be earning a cryptocurrency or anything like that. It opens everything up. So it's quite exciting.
Right. Yeah, because Roblox is a big game. They have like games inside of Roblox, right? Like, is that what you're talking about? Different like sectors of it.
So we would basically So we basically create the game within the Roblox game.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so we'd create our own sort of. I'm not too sure what we'd create yet. I mean, my daughter plays a game mode where she goes around with a butterfly net, and she collects butterflies, she sells it, and she upgrades a backpack, and she does all these things. And so cool. I mean, it's probably going to be a little bit more exciting than that. But again, it's that sort of scenario where you will do something, you'll sell whatever you get in the game, and then that equates to X amount of Neoxa based on how many people have played it.
Like our idea was basically having virtual GPUs in Roblox. So
that's
select the GPUs, upgrade the GPUs.
That's what we're heading towards. Idea. Yeah, because the good thing about Roblox is you can actually import 3D models. So to be able to collect something and then buy GPUs and then see like a virtual hash rate would be interesting.
That'd be neat as hell. That'd be awesome.
Like developing with like a major game developer at all? Is that something in your vision at all?
Oh, we would love that, man. It's obviously in the vision. We don't know who's going to work with us yet, but we'll definitely find them. That's for sure. That's really part of the plan, the long-term future.
Absolutely.
I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, the game developers, they're going to get to a point where they think creating these little games that are not so good is probably not a good idea. I mean, I don't know if you've seen recently, they've had a lot of big game developers are making like NFTs and stuff, and they're not doing too well. So hopefully we can get on board with bigger game developers, but we'll see.
That was actually a question that we had in the chat. Someone said, can you ask him what he thinks of NFT games like Axie Infinity? I don't know what that is personally. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Scam.
Exactly.
Scam, yeah. Every time I get the emails about it, I'm like, yeah, this is a scam. Not looking at this thing.
Yeah.
In theory, though, is it like some sort of a plugin that you guys have on your server? And if it is, like, could other people get it so that they could spin up like other Neoxa servers? Like, because I know you guys have an EU server, right? Could like somebody else that like contracts with you, like
for somebody we don't know, like Yeti. You're asking for Yeti. I know you are.
I'm just curious if it's just like a simple like mod or plugin for the server.
It is pretty much a mod. It's a mod that I've made.
That's awesome.
Other servers can spin it up, but it comes down to their trust factor, really.
Right.
And I don't see an issue in the future of gaining trust of other server hosters. But again, I am in the works of thinking of a way to basically every action that's made on the game will be validated server side, which will be on the Neoxa server side. So you can't fake a hit. It has to be validated by us, which will be, again, a hash. The hash will come back to us. If it's not valid, then it won't be allowed in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's the way we would do it in the future, as basically just if this hash is not valid, okay, you're trying to cheat the system, we'll reject that.
Right.
Pretty much
you guys still control the payments.
How the blockchain works.
Community members from Misfit Mining here, Crypto Shape. He wants to know if you guys have ever considered, or if it's possible to do something like a node spin up to like decentralize the game servers.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Great question. It's certainly possible. We have spoken about it. Obviously, we can't do hundreds of them, but it will have to be like on a slot basis. So it's also another use case we can have for Neoxa, basically, where people can actually just not spend their coins, sell their coins, and basically use it on that way. And as well, for instance, there's 10 people that wants to run service, we'll have to do it on a slot basis. We can't have like hundreds of people doing it, because then it just becomes a mess.
Right, it can't be something like Flux where they have a bunch of nodes. Thousands of nodes.
Yeah, we won't do any master nodes type of thing. Nah.
Just a little teaser for everybody out here. Me and Yeti did a collab video, and it'll be coming out tomorrow. But to give you guys a little bit of a teaser, so essentially, me and Yeti, we used Wireshark to see the inbound and outbound traffic of what's communicating to the Neoxa server, because there was a few people in the community that were like, maybe possibly because it took such a long time to actually load into your game. So they were actually like thinking maybe something malicious was going on and stuff like that. And I guess because I don't want to give too many teasers on this video because I want people to watch it tomorrow. But
I'm not gonna watch it.
But essentially nothing malicious was there essentially. No. But
I think the load times with are you talking about joining the Rust server?
So joining the Rust server, we did see, and while using Wireshark, we've seen a lot of malformed packets, which I mean it could be your blockchain plugin because it's something not recognized. Is there a way to like, I guess like, cause, and I don't know if it's because of your plugins that, because like if you join another server, right, it goes much quicker. So I don't know if it's maybe like an optimization or, you know, some fine tuning.
It depends when you did it, because to be honest, we didn't restart the server as much as we should. For example, now the server's running at 155 FPS, which usually is around 260. If you leave a server up for a long time, then the load times can get a little bit longer. I usually restart it pretty much every night, and that can usually cause some issues with the load times. Another thing with Rust is if you're not running Rust on an SSD, you can get long load times. If you don't have quite a lot of RAM, then that can also cause slow loading times. I mean, when I'm in Rust, it's using at least 11 gigabyte of RAM to run anything malicious within the Rust server, because basically we're using UMod, which is a what can we call it? It's like an API, a plugin SDK API where we call certain existing APIs that they've created on UMod, and everything's server-sided, so nothing will be loaded client-side. Anything you do in the game will be sent off to the server, and you would get a reply from the server to the client. So nothing is loaded your side, if that answers that question a little bit better.
Yeah, that was something that some people had said, or maybe there was some inbound, outbound traffic, maybe that were going to like other IP addresses, and all of it came back to the IP for the server, the Neoxa server. Yeah,
I mean, we are. I can't imagine it to be this. I mean, we are hosting with Hetzner. I think it's in Helsinki. Helsinki routes their traffic from the Helsinki data center to the Germany data center, I do believe. It's a bit of a weird setup, so it could cause a little bit of a delay there, extra hops. But in terms of anything, what has been suspected is not happening.
Just for everybody here, these guys are so legit. They didn't even like ask us what questions we were going to ask them or give us any parameters to like, you know, abide by when we're talking to them. So like we had a feeling they were pretty legit right from the start. As soon as they didn't ask us any questions up till the minute, like me and KiiNG talked like 5 minutes before, we're like, they didn't ask me anything, you didn't ask him anything. I'm like, this guy's got to be legit. There's no way there's anything wrong with this. So I'm glad you guys did that, and I'm glad that everything's my question was that I actually remembered as soon as you started talking, the exchanges. So you guys now got on, what is it, txbit.io, I think, and then Trade Ogre. So are you guys planning on getting on any other exchanges? Do you have anything in the works? And how hard was it to actually get on the exchange to begin with? Like, because most coins don't even get listed. So, I mean, kudos to you guys for getting that done.
Yeah, so basically Trade Ogre was purely the community. I mean, I said, let's spam Trade Ogre. Everyone did it, and we got listed on Trade Ogre. TXBit we had to pay. Awesome. I think we paid about $1,400, maybe.
Oh, you have to pay? Jeez, okay.
Yeah. I paid about $1,400. And yeah, we are working on another exchange. They're currently doing some verifications, and as soon as that's available, we'll announce it.
That's awesome.
This is a big one compared to the other ones, probably like 100 times more volume.
I'm excited. Well, if there's anything the community can do to help, obviously let us know, and I'll spread it around Misfit Mining for you guys. Awesome. But that's amazing. We did have one question from Kazuma in the chat. He was asking about if he killed like a whole bunch of scientists, right, and like killed a whole bunch of horses, is he gonna get banned on the server? Yeah, he was like really concerned about it, because again, he's addicted to this game at this point.
No problem, go for it, mate.
To be honest, I think I've spectated Kazuma earlier. I think they were at the excavator. I think there was two guys I was watching earlier. It was quite interesting, and they were just killing NPCs, which was quite good, because this is something I've not seen before in Rust, and we're basically creating things that don't usually happen in Rust.
Right.
And it's changing the whole gameplay of Rust. Yeah, there's people making bases, there's people obviously raiding people, but again, like Kazuma, we've seen people just killing NPCs. last night I seen someone going around repairing bases that weren't their base. Literally taking the hammer around, and they were repairing other people's bases. And it's great. It's great.
Does that count if you repair someone else's base?
Yeah. It does. Yeah. So.
I'm getting stacks of wood and metal. I'm just gonna go around my hammer. I'm just gonna fix it.
It goes from calling everybody names to thanking everybody the next day. That's insane.
I mean, at the moment we've got the system. The rates at the moment for tonight was repairing is 1.1. Wood pickups 1.1. This is a long list. I do apologize. All pickups 1.1. Plant gather 1.1. Explosives thrown. So if you throw a satchel, a C4, you get 7. If you fire a rocket, you get 7. If you kill a player, you get 2.75. If you gather a barrel, you get 2.25. A tree hit 0.06 because we don't want tree simulator. All hits is 0.15, and the reason all hits are 0.15 is because they are a little bit rarer than trees.
Yep.
NPC kills are 2, and animal kills are 1.5.
So the rocket and the C4 are like the best ones. So I'm still screwed.
because like C4s and satchels, they're a lot harder to craft. It takes a much longer to get the resources to do that. And again, it deserves a higher rate.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you gotta work your butt off to get that blueprint. So somebody actually, we were gonna ask this question anyway. So you guys mentioned in the chat when we were playing Rust a PvE server, so like nobody kills anybody. Now, are you guys still planning on doing that, or are you just gonna go away with it after you change everything?
We're looking at the metric system currently, how it works now. I mean, if there's a high enough demand for PvE server, we'll probably put a US PvE server, because we've seen the American population is quite big on Rust. I mean, we've got most
like the US
people
is a bunch
coming
of
online.
pussies, and they cry about getting killed, so we have to do it over there. God damn it, KiiNG, you ruined it for everybody. I'm just kidding. It was totally me. I'm sorry. All right, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right?
That was definitely me.
That was you.
Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, so you're thinking about doing it in the US?
Yeah. Now, if we're gonna do a PvE, we'll do it in use. If there's enough demand, we'll definitely do it.
Awesome.
The only thing with a PvE is, my vision with this is basically when you're in Rust, it's got to be difficult as well. Not necessarily difficult, but it's not got to be too easy. Where, again, before it was easy, you could just hit trees, you could die, and you could just keep hitting with your rock. And again, if we did do a PvE, there's got to be danger in there. There's got to be, for example, zombies that spawn. Yeah, extra bears, extra zombies. It's got to be something that's not just going to be able to just. I can sit here all day and just go
hit the street.
Now that you guys updated everything, it's like,
So sorry, Chump, we're not on Teams right now, so I'm coming to find you.
Oh, God damn it!
It's gonna be like PUBG, so
hey, you only
need to get paid.
Go make some C4 or something. Leave me alone, all right? You get paid more that way. God damn it! If you guys have any questions in the chat, please just at one of us, either me or the Mining King.
So I know that there was a poll to burn the other coins for Minecraft and Roblox. Is that burn active, and how much have you burned?
Okay, let's talk about it. So let's maybe make an announcement on the stream then. So we did that poll maybe a bit prematurely, because the exchange we're going on to, let me not just say it's definite. They want a liquidity pool where they would want an X amount of coins. So yeah, we'll probably burn part of it, but some will go to the exchange, which they will not sell. They will not sell the coins at all.
Right.
But they will put it into liquidity on the exchange. For now we have not burned anything, but yeah, we'll definitely burn unused coins until more games are available. I mean, it just makes sense, because I don't see us rewarding all the Rust players right now, because it's just one game on the network. As more games comes on, more coins will go out of the proof of game wallet. But for now, we believe an exchange with around, let's say, 4 billion volume is worth giving that coins. And obviously they spend that coins onto marketing and all the rest. So definitely, we'll probably consider like speak to the community and do a poll, but we believe that's the way to go, and I'm sure most people
I would absolutely agree. That's
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'd rather see it
Yep.
push to get on exchanges and use the coins that way than just kind of make them disappear.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But yeah, 100%.
And even the exchange we were going on to, they said they liked the concept, and their community, their geographical location, without giving too much away, would also like the idea. So we have to factor that in.
So, I mean, I think it's really great that you guys have been like polling the community, getting feedback. I've seen in my recent video of the Neoxa news and stuff, I showed the Minecraft suggestions and your guys' polls. You guys, especially, you guys are both really active in the Discord, always answering people's questions about how to add the wallets or how to find the server and everything like that. I think it's great that you guys are really hands-on. I'm sure you guys don't get much free time doing all that, but I think it's great that you guys have that personal touch, to your new project.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I mean, we both got kids. Luckily, we fortunate enough to own our own business. So, and I mean, luckily, I've got a daughter that plays my Rust as well. Even though I eat in the private bits, so I've just taught her to chop trees.
Like she's earning that for me too. It's perfect.
Oh, we don't earn it. We don't play it, but she's having fun.
Oh yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So good stuff. So we had somebody in the chat asked, are they planning on partnering up with any games in the Metaverse? Do you guys think about that?
Oof.
Yeah.
Metaverse is something I don't understand.
What
So.
the Metaverse is.
Oh god, yeah, it's
it's one of those. I mean, me and
Gray
Andy
area.
are very. With when it comes to tokens, Metaverse, and all this, we're very. Probably old, probably a bit old school and anti. Maybe not.
right. No, I mean, I wouldn't hate you for saying no. So you guys, the server wipe. So how did you guys come up with the 2 weeks thing? Like, I'm just wondering. So I know obviously a month would be a long time for the veteran players on the new players that are joining. So how did you guys come up with the 2 weeks?
So with the Rust wipe at the moment, so the last wipe, I thought it was sensible because when we first started the server, we had maybe not a very high population. There was a guy on there, and I was watching him. His name's I don't know if you mind me saying, but his name's Press F. And they were quite.
I don't like that guy.
Oh, get out of here!
So I mean, he's very good at Rust. I'm not gonna lie, they are good at Rust.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
I swear, I thought he was like in bed with you guys at one point. I was like, man, this guy's been playing since the beginning. It's bullshit.
No, so they were there from the start, and basically the population was quite low on the start of the server. So I thought it was fair just to halfway through the month is just to wipe. And now the population's high, give everyone a fair chance, and it made sense to do that. So when you're running a Rust server, if it's 1 times, which is what they call vanilla, you would wipe every month. If you have 2 times, which is 2 times the gather rate, so if you hit a tree, you get 10 on vanilla. If you hit a tree on 2 times, you get 20. It's quite simple. So basically, you wipe every 2 weeks. So you'd wipe the map every 2 weeks. The blueprints would be every month. The reason you do every month is because I think it's the first Thursday of every month, Rust, they bring out an update which is a forced wipe. So you have to wipe. There's no choice behind that.
Oh,
It's
really?
Wow,
forced.
really? It's actually implemented, huh? Okay.
Yeah. To be honest, this is another good thing about Rust is as much as the last update was there was a big mistake with it, but they're very active, and every month they always bring out an update, which is good. They're very active. So every first Thursday, there'll be an update, and you have to wipe the map and blueprints. So I think the next one is the 7th of July, if I'm looking at my date correct. Yeah, 7th July.
Interesting. We had another question in the chat actually about the wallet. Did you guys have any plans on like getting into mobile wallets, like Trust Wallet or anything along those lines?
Currently, I'm working on our own mobile wallet, which will be Android. But obviously, we are planning to do like other wallets like what's it called, Zalcore, I believe. So we are planning to launch a node on Flux, I believe, and basically then we can apply for the Zalcore wallet and all that. So that's hopefully something we can do fairly quick. But we'll see how it goes. But for now, we'll launch our own Android wallet.
I got the Docker going, so that's what they require, the Docker. So once we've looked at that, I mean, it's just finding the time. At the moment is just prioritizing everyone getting their payments on Rust, because I do not want 200 people angry because they've not got the payment. So tonight with the payment system, everything's looking good. It's at a point where it's automated now. It hits the database. If someone's got an invalid wallet, I'm not too sure how anyone's getting invalid wallets, but I won't go into that. But yeah, if they have invalid wallets, it goes to the database, and we then pay them again once they add their correct wallet. And again, if anyone's listening, please copy and paste your wallet. Don't type it manually, because there will be a lowercase when it's supposed to be an uppercase. So just please paste it.
Elemental Gaming said, anonymous question, what version of Minecraft though? He said, tell them they should highly consider version 1.8 instead of 1.19, simply because PvP and grinding is much better in 1.8. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that was the idea. That's just the version of Minecraft. That was actually the idea on 1.8.
So also another little teaser. There's Big Wooly is in the live chat still, I think.
Yes.
And actually, he's also another YouTuber. He doesn't do like crypto YouTubing, but I mean, he does crypto mine, but that's on his YouTube focus. His YouTube focus is Minecraft. So actually, when you guys do come out with your Minecraft, me and Big Wooly are gonna do a collab, like video or stream for your guys' Minecraft server.
Sounds good.
And he did say if you guys need like help with anything in Minecraft, he's like ridiculously good at Minecraft. So if you guys need anything, you could always reach out to him. He's in Misfit Mining. He's one of our mods. So are you guys gonna do any halvings with Neoxa, you think? I mean, I don't know how that would work.
Well,
part of Bitcoin and Ravencoin, they do have traditional halvings every.
Going through the same halving process. I mean, we stick to the Ravencoin's path in the first place, I believe, and our first halving will basically reduce the blocks in half, and I think that will happen, if I'm not mistaken, but in 4 years.
So 2026 will be the first halving of Neoxa.
That's correct.
Sorry,
so
I'm
I have a question though, since I know you guys are forked off of Raven, right? And I am terrible with core wallets. They give me the hardest time. I have like the worst luck with core wallets. It's terrible. And I don't understand why Raven hasn't done this. Is there any? And I don't know if it's like something like an exchange where you guys have to pay to get on, but is it possible to be on Ledger? Because I mean, that's just like the easiest thing to use on the planet.
Oh yeah, it's very possible. It's not going to happen overnight, and something we've got to apply for. I mean, I've been sitting through a list of things I've just been applying for. Yeah,
I'm sure there's a long, to-do list for you guys.
Oh yeah. But it's. I mean, if I'm pretty sure everything will go well, and yeah, we might get there one day. But it's pretty hard. I mean, the Ledger.
I do have one question from a member in our community here. He DM'd it to me. He's like really into like the economy side and things like that, and he's been looking all over the Block Explorer on your guys' blockchain and everything. Now, per him, and I can't verify any of this because I haven't done any of the research, but per him, there's 5,000 Neoxa minted, but 15% is taken away. Can you guys elaborate on that? Is that like for the proof of game wallet and your guys' 5% that you guys have already stated and stuff like that? So I guess he was wondering, like, for clarification purposes, like, but that's what I figured it was, but I'll let you guys explain.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I mean, 85% currently goes to miners' proof of work, 10% goes to the proof of games side, and then 5% would go to the developer fund. I mean, which we we'll use in the future. We have no plans on selling any of that anytime soon. And I mean, it's open. People can see what's happening in there. They can just go to the Explorer and they'll find the wallets there. But yeah, I mean, for now, and obviously in year 2 that changes, where proof of game will be more, and yeah, mining will start getting less and less. But yeah,
but again, you got to consider with the proof of game, when there's more games actually out there, that proof of game wallet is most of the time going to be sitting at 0, because all those coins will be sent out. Once all the games are out, that wallet's pretty much going to be empty every day. And that's, again, is why we considered the burn, as because it doesn't sit right with us with having all those coins in there. We don't want that. And again, and that's why we were considering the burn, and which is what we will do. But again,
exchange first priority.
The exchange, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely appreciate the answer. Yeah,
like I said, these guys are pretty straight shooters. I mean, they didn't ask us for any free questions, so
I'll just say, like, you know, like going into this, you know, they didn't ask, you know, for the list of my questions beforehand, or like to see what we're gonna ask them, and to me, all their answers have been pretty genuine, and you know, I think after this, I think might put people's minds at ease, because there was some people thinking that it was, you know, maybe some kind of a rug pull or something like that, and that these guys are just, you know, moving stuff around, and you know,
like all new projects have the fear of that.
You know what I mean? That's kind of the fear in crypto. But you guys coming on and taking on our questions, like, you guys didn't even ask us to see what we were going to say, which is really surprising.
And they're doing it live, so it's pretty impressive. Dude, you guys are awesome. Harvey, Andy, I can't thank you guys enough for coming on with us. I think we're going to end it off.